I'm Pat, and I'm teaching you Tagalog every day in 2025. This week, we're learning Tagalog compliments. Today's Tagalog word number 40 is maganda, beautiful, maganda. Most commonly, this word is used to describe a beautiful person, as in, maganda ka, you're beautiful. Maganda ka. Remember, you can also change out the pronoun depending on who you're talking about. Maganda ako, I am beautiful. Maganda siya, he or she is beautiful. Maganda kayo, you all are beautiful. In addition, the word maganda can also be used to describe something that's good. For example, magandang idea yan. That's a good idea. As in, hey, let's all ride together to save money on parking. Magandang idea yan. On the other hand, if you wanted to say that something is not good, then you can say, hindi maganda. As in, you threw away all the leftovers? Hindi maganda yun. You shouldn't waste food. Hindi maganda yun. The opposite of maganda meaning beautiful is pangit, which means ugly. For instance, pangit ang ugali niya. She has an ugly attitude. Pangit ang ugali niya. And here's that word again. Maganda, beautiful, maganda. Today's Tagalog word number 41 is mabait, kind, mabait. For example, mabait ka, you're kind, mabait ka. You might also hear it phrased like this, ang bait mo. Both of these phrases mean you are kind. However, there are some slight differences. The first difference is grammatically. In mabait ka, ka is a subject pronoun meaning you, and it implies you are being a kind person. In ang bait mo, mo is a possessive pronoun, meaning you or your. And this almost means you are possessing the niceness quality. Another difference between the two phrases are the context in which they're used. Mabait ka is used more like as a matter-of-fact statement, as in, there's no reason for them to not like you, mabait ka. However, the phrase ang bait mo is a compliment that's used more like as an exclamatory expression. For example, wow, that was such a generous donation. Ang bait mo. Lastly, I want to point out a simple sentence structure that you can use with most Tagalog adjectives. Mabait ang blank. For instance, using the vocab we learned last week, you could say, mabait ang kapitbahay ko. My neighbor is nice. And here's that word again. Mabait. Kind. Mabait. Today's Tagalog word number 42 is nakakatawa, funny, nakakatawa. For example, nakakatawa ka, you're funny, nakakatawa ka. If you're talking about someone else, you could say, nakakatawa si blank. Si is a Tagalog sentence marker that's used when introducing someone in a phrase. For example, nakakatawa si Mark. Mark is funny. Nakakatawa si Mark. Now, if you're talking about more than one person, the sentence marker would be sina, as in, nakakatawa sina Mark at Sam. Mark and Sam are funny. Remember, you can use different pronouns depending on who you're talking about. Nakakatawa sila, they are funny. Nakakatawa siya, he or she is funny. Nakakatawa kayo, you all are funny. Lastly, a simple sentence structure is nakakatawa ang blank, as in, nakakatawa ang katrabaho ko. My coworker is funny. You can even use this word to describe something that is funny. Nakakatawa ang palabas. The show is funny. Or nakakatawa ang pelikula. The movie is funny. Here's that word again. Nakakatawa. Funny. Nakakatawa. Today's Tagalog word number 43 is matalino, smart, matalino. When using it as a matter-of-fact statement, you could say, matalino ka, you're smart, matalino ka. As in, hey, I know you got a bad grade this time, but don't worry, matalino ka. However, to say it as an exclamatory phrase, more like a compliment, you could say, ang talino mo. As in, wow, you got a perfect score, ang talino mo. When talking about other people, you could say, matalino si blank. Matalino si Karen. Karen is smart. Or if talking about multiple people, you could say, Matalino sina blank. Matalino sina Karen at Bea. Karen and Bea are smart. Remember to use the sentence marker si when talking about one person and sina when talking about multiple people. When using the word in a general sense, you would say, matalino ang blank. For example, matalino ang kaibigan ko. My friend is smart. Matalino ang kaibigan ko. To add emphasis, you could add the word naman, as in, ang talino mo naman. You're so smart. Ang talino mo naman. And here's that word again. Matalino, smart, matalino. Today's Tagalog word number 44 is mabango, smells good, mabango. To compliment someone, you could say, mabango ang buhok mo. Your hair smells good. Mabango ang buhok mo. Or you could use it like this. Mabango ang bahay mo. Your house smells good. Mabango ang bahay mo. To use it more as an exclamatory phrase, you could say, ang bango mo. For example, are you using a new perfume? Ang bango mo. To add emphasis, you could add the word naman. Ang bango mo naman. As in, do you have a date tonight? Ang bango mo naman. Or you could use the word grabe. As in, I can't wait to eat. Grabe ang bango ng luto mo. Wow, your cooking smells delicious. To use the word in a general sense, you could say, mabango ang blank. For example, mabango ang mga bulaklak. The flowers smell good. Mabango ang mga bulaklak. And just FYI, the opposite of mabango is mabaho. Smelly. Mabaho. For example, mabaho ang basura. The trash is stinky. Mabaho ang basura. And here's today's word again. Mabango. Smells good. Mabango. Today's Tagalog word number 45 is masipag, hardworking, masipag. When talking about other people, you can say, masipag si blank, as in, I like working with her, masipag si Kimi. When talking about multiple people, you would use the sentence marker sina, as in, masipag sina Kimi at Bea. Kimi and Bea are hardworking. Remember, you can use different pronouns depending on who you're talking about. Masipag ako, I am hardworking. Masipag ka, you are hardworking. Masipag siya, he or she is hardworking. Masipag sila, they are hardworking. When using the word in a general sense, you could say, masipag ang blank. For example, masipag ang asawa ko. My husband is hardworking. Masipag ang asawa ko. Or, masipag ang mga empleyado. The employees are hardworking. Masipag ang mga empleyado. Just for your information, the opposite of masipag is tamad, lazy, tamad. For example, I hate working with Pat, tamad siya. And here's today's word again, masipag, hardworking, masipag. Today's Tagalog word number 46 is maalaga, caring, maalaga. Literally, the root word alaga means to take care. So maalaga is the adjective meaning a caring person. As in, she cooks for him, helps him get dressed, and takes him to school. Maalaga siya. As a phrase, you can say, maalaga ang blank. For example, maalaga ang nanay ko. My mom is caring. Maalaga ang nanay ko. So this week we learned lots of different vocabulary words for compliments. If you want to use more than one of these words in a phrase, you could use the word at to connect them, which means and. For example, maalaga at maganda ka. You're caring and beautiful. Maalaga at maganda ka. Or, matalino at nakakatawa ka. You are smart and funny. Matalino at nakakatawa ka. Lastly, to use these phrases as a clause in a sentence, you could use the word kasi, which means because. For example, mahal kita kasi maalaga at mabait ka. I love you because you're caring and nice. Mahal kita kasi maalaga at mabait ka. And here's today's word again. Maalaga, caring, maalaga. Paalam! Let's take a minute to do a quick Tagalog review. Can you match the Tagalog word with the English vocabulary? Pause the video if you need a little bit more time. Here are the answers. Maganda, beautiful, maganda. Mabait, kind, mabait. Nakakatawa, funny, nakakatawa. Matalino, smart, matalino. Mabango, smells good, mabango. Masipag, hardworking, masipag. Maalaga, caring, maalaga. Can you translate this English phrase to Tagalog? Mark and Sarah are hardworking. A. Masipag ang Mark at Sarah. B. Masipag si Mark at si Sarah. C. Masipag Mark at Sarah. D. Masipag sina Mark at Sarah. The answer is D. Masipag sina Mark at Sarah. Remember, if you're talking about more than one person, you have to use the sentence marker sina before their name. You only use si if you're talking about one person. Here's an extra credit question. How would you say you are kind and funny? Bonus. How would you say I love you because you are kind and funny? Here are the answers. Mabait at nakakatawa ka. You are kind and funny. Mahal kita kasi mabait at nakakatawa ka. I love you because you are kind and funny. And there you go. Did you get it right? If you did, great job to you. If not, that's okay. Just keep practicing. Paalam!